Ignore them. We're getting ready. My name is Adam Bryan. I'm the director-manager of the Alban Arts Center in St. Albans, West Virginia. We are a non-profit theater company that strives to foster the artists of tomorrow using the artists of today. What you're about to see is a piece called Words, Words, Words by David Ives. Words, Words, Words is a selection, is a one-act from David Ives' collection of one-acts called All in the Timing. This piece examines mathematician Emile Borel's infinite monkey theorem, which states that a monkey hitting keys at random on a typewriter keyboard for an infinite amount of time will almost surely type a given text, such as Hamlet. This theory, the basis of this theory, can be traced back to philosophers and theorists like Aristotle, Pascal, and Cicero with varying degrees. Words, 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 however, takes a comedic approach to the theorem and looks at this idea from the monkey's perspective, that have no clue why they are typing or what Hamlet even is. See if you can find all the literary and philosophical ideas that Milton, Swift, and Kafka stumble upon as they try to reproduce one of Shakespeare's most notorious plays. We hope this piece makes you think a little and laugh a lot. The Alban Arts Center presents Words, Words, Words.
Well, what have you got?
Me?
Yeah. You hit anything? Well, let's hear it.
Ping, Droba, Englehart, carcinoma. That's as far as I got.
I like the...
Yeah, kind of onomatopoeia.
I don't know, it feels to me like it could use some punching up.
Well, you can always add in a few jokes later on. You have to get the through line first.
But do you think it's Hamlet?
Don't ask me, I'm just a chimp.
You know, they could have given us a clue or something.
Yeah, or a story conference.
That defeats the whole purpose of the experiment.
I know. 3 monkeys typing into infinity will sooner or later produce Hamlet.
Right.
Completely by chance.
And Dr. David Rosenbaum up in that booth is going to prove it.
But what is Hamlet?
I don't know.
What is Hamlet?
I don't know.
You know, this is really stupid.
The way I see it, the sooner we get it over with, the sooner we can get out.
Yeah, you know, sort of like publish or perish with a twist.
But what do we owe this Rosenbaum anyway? A man who stands outside those bars and tells people, well, that one's Milton, and that one's Swift, and that one's Kafka. Just to get a laugh?
What's a Kafka anyway? Why am I Kafka?
Search me.
What is Kafka? And how are we supposed to write Hamlet if we don't even know what it is?
Okay. So, I admit the chances are a little slim.
And this from a guy who's supposed to be smart. This from a guy at Columbia University.
The way I see it, there's a providence that oversees our pages. Rough draft them how we may.
What about you, Milton? What have you got?
Let's see. Of man's first disobedience, and the fruit of that forbidden tree, whose mortal taste brought death to the...
Oh, that's really good. I like it. It's got rhythm. It sings.
Yeah?
What is it? Shakespeare.
Who cares? He's got a real voice there.
Does Dr. Rosenbaum care about voice? Does he care about anybody's individual creativity?
Let's look at this from Rosenbaum's point of view for a second.
No! He brings us in here to produce copy. and then all he wants is a clean draft of somebody else's stuff. We're getting peanuts here to be somebody's hack.
Writing's a mug's game anyway, Swifty.
Well, it hath made me mad.
Why not just buckle down and get the project over with? Huh? Set up a schedule for yourself. Write for a couple of hours in the morning when you're fresh. Then take a break, let the juices flow. Then write for a couple more hours in the afternoon. Then retire for a shot of papaya and some monkey business. What's the big deal?
If this Rosenbaum was worth anything, we'd be working on word processors, not these antiques. He's lucky he could find three who type so good, and then he treats us like those misfits at the Bronx Zoo and the tire swing. What does he take us for?
I like the tire swing. I think it's a very nice touch.
I can't work under these conditions. No wonder I'm producing garbage.
What about the rest of yours, Milton?
What this?
Yes, read us some more.
Blah, blah, blah. Who brought death to the Blamagam. Bedsocks Knockworth Tinkerbell. Well, what do you think?
Blamagam is good.
Well, I don't know.
What is it? Is it the tone? Well, I knew this was a stretch for me.
I just don't think it has the same expressive intensity and pungent lyricism as the first part.
Well, it needs rewriting. What doesn't? It's just the rough draft. Lights on.
This bit.
Are they watching?
What?
Are they watching?
I don't know, I can't see. I've got my paws over my eyes.
What?
What is the point of this?
Why did they videotape our bowel movement?
What? Lights off. What about you, Franz? What have you got?
Well,
What is that? Postmodernism?
20 lines of that.
Well, at least it'll screw up his data.
20 lines of that and I went dry. I just got blocked. I kind of felt like I was repeating.
Do you think that that's in Hamlet?
I don't know what I am doing here in the first place. I am not a writer. I am a mother. And I should be swinging from branches and digging up ants, not sitting on the fluorescent lights an hour a day.
Oh, sure is a long way home to the gardens of sweet Africa. The lawns and level downs, flocks grazing the herb, sweetly interposed.
Paradise, wasn't it?
Lost.
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 Trying to deal with some of that in my new piece here, but it's all still pretty close to the bone.
You know, just because they can keep us locked up all day, they think they're more powerful than we are.
They are more powerful than we are.
Just because they control the means of production, they think they can suppress the workers.
Things are how they are. What are you going to do?
Hey! How come you're always so poofling and ready to justify the ways of Rosenbaum to the apes?
Have you got the key to that door?
No.
Do you have an independent food source?
No.
So, call me a collaborator. I happen to be a professional. And if Rosenbaum wants Hamlet, I'll give it a shot. Just do not forget, we're not astrophysicists. We're not brain surgeons. We're chimps! And for apes in captivity, this is not a bad gig.
What's really frightening is that if we stick around this cage long enough, we're going to evolve evolve into Rosenbaum.
Evolve into Rosenbaum?
Oh, brush up on your Darwin, baby. We are more than kin and less than kind.
Has anybody got a smoke?
I'm all out.
Don't look at me. I'm not going to satisfy those voyeurs with the old smoking chimp act.
Don't be a sap, Swifty. You gotta use them. Use the system.
What do you mean?
Watch me whilst I put my antic disposition on. Galois too, my fave.
You should have thrown in a Cupid doll for that performance.
Got results, didn't it?
Sure, you do your bonzo routine and get a Galois of it. Last week, I totaled a typewriter and got a whole carton of Marlboros.
Only trouble is you didn't eat them. You just took a crap on them.
It was a political statement.
You made your statement. I got my smoke. All's well that ends well, I guess.
It's the only way we know they are watching. We perform, we break typewriters. We produce another page and a cigarette appears. At least we know that somebody up there is paying attention.
Oh, resident philosopher.
But what if one of us really does write Hamlet? I mean, here we are, set down to prove the inadvertent virtues of randomness, and to produce something we wouldn't recognize if it passed right through our hands. But what if one of us actually does it?
Will we be sent home?
Will they give us the key to the city in a ticker-tape parade?
Or will they move us on to Ulysses? Why did they pick Hamlet anyway? What's Hamlet to them, or they to Hamlet, that we should care? Boy, there's the respect that makes calamity of so long life. For who would bear the whips and scorns of time, the proud man's contumely, the oppressor's wrong,
Swifty!
the pangs of despised
Swifty!
love, the law's delay?
Swifty! Settle down, will you?
Have a banana, man.
Wish you could get Rosenbaum in here and see how he does at producing Hamlet. That's it.
What?
That's it. Forget about all this random Hamlet crap. What about revenge?
Revenge on Rosenbaum.
Sure. Hasn't he bereft us of our homes and families? Stepped between us and our expectations?
How would we do it?
Easy. We lure him in here to look at the typewriters. Test them out like something's wrong. But we poison the typewriter keys.
Oh, God.
Sure. Some juice of cursed heaven spread liberally over the keys. Ought to work like a charm.
Great.
If it doesn't work, we'll embed him the tire swing and invite him for a ride. Plus, I'll challenge him to a duel.
Brilliant.
Can't you see it? In the course of combat, I'll casually graze my rapier across the poisoned typewriter keys, and a hit! A palpable hit! For a reserve, we'll lay by a cup with some venomous distilment. We'll put the planet with the poison in a vessel with the vessel.
I'm gonna get back to work. Man's gonna want his pages.
Yeah, it's a good idea, but then Mark.
Hemorrhoid.
Enter Bernardo and Francisco.
Pomegranate.
Bernardo says, who's there?
Bazooka.